So that is why people, they don't feel like opening up. And do you think it is right to open up when you feel you are not okay mentally?
Yeah, Cliff, there is a saying in English that goes, a problem shared is half solved. So you should not be dying inwardly, yet you have someone who, when you share with the problem that's going on in your life, at least may help in one way or the other by providing advices, and if he or she is at a position of helping, they can help. So people should not rather die, yet they have freedom of expression. They should learn to express themselves regardless of how people will perceive them. Yeah.
All right. Now, speaking of mental health, we also have understanding stress. Let us also understand stress, because stress is also one of the issues that can contribute to mental health issues.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, we have to break it down to the viewers what stress is and when does it become unhealthy, because sometimes there are those of us who don't understand what stress is, because sometimes you can find somebody stressed, but he or she doesn't understand that she is going through stress. Yeah, so they need to understand. And when does it become unhealthy now?
Okay, to begin with the definition of stress, we find that stress is the body's natural response to challenges or demands, and it becomes unhealthy when it is severe, it lasts for a longer time than expected, or it begins interfering with daily activities, sleep, relationships, and physical health. Because we find that when someone is stressed, sleep becomes hectic. You can't find it easy to sleep. But body needs rest, and the only way of resting is having sleep. So with the stress in the body, I think lack of sleep will in turn cause mental health challenges.
There are those of us, just before you continue, there are those of us that sometimes lack sleep. Probably they have a routine of maybe sleeping late. You find that somebody after his home, after work, probably does his own things up to very late hours, until maybe probably midnight or even 2 or 3. By the time he or she goes to sleep, he or she sleeps for around 3 to maybe 3 hours 45 minutes or so. That one also contributes to mental health illness.
I don't think, because that it's their desires, because they know that night is always for sleeping. But if they spend most of their time like watching TikTok, doing other things, I don't think that can contribute, because they are doing it willingly. But with stress, you find it difficult. Someone may have the urge to sleep, but the sleep doesn't come. It's difficult. So with this, it becomes difficult, but the other person sleeping at around 2 or 3, it's out of their goodwill. So the one that comes out of goodwill doesn't contribute to mental illness.
Now, speaking of watching on TikTok, because social media also contributes to mental illness and also stress. What are some of these things, probably content that probably if someone consumes, he or she might be a victim
of stress?
Yes, or maybe mental health.
Okay, we find that social media, it has various importances. Someone can be watching with an aim of being enlightened, educated, informed, or to get knowledge about something. But there are some contents. Yeah, there are some contents, like we have the cases of death. You find that someone posts what caused death about someone. Like, for example, just the Ohangla artist who passed on yesterday. That's Tony Ndema. We find that most of the people spending their time watching it, because there are footages how the incident started occurring, from wherever he fainted or he collapsed till the time of his demise. We find that these concepts or contents may lead to depression, because we find that those Ohangla musicians, they have got their audiences who are getting engaged with their songs and learning about the passing on of someone, because I think that's a great challenge and a great loss to the Luo community. This will in turn lead to stress, because people don't find it easy to believe that someone has passed on just after a short illness of about 2 to 3 days. It's quite hectic and difficult. So this can cause mental health issues.
All right. Now let's get back to understanding stress. Now, what are the most common causes of stress among young people, parents, and also working professionals? Because you find that these are the most affected. These are the most affected people in the society. What causes stress among the young people, parents, and also the professionals, the working class?
Okay, there are different causes among these three people. We have the young people, parents, and the working professionals. And to begin with the young people, there is number one cause of the stress, that's academic pressure. You find that in school, there are some pressures, like let's talk of primary school, secondary and tertiary levels of education, and mostly in tertiary institutions like the universities and colleges and the KMTCs, we found that there is academic pressure. You are trying to learn, and this learning comes with other responsibilities, because you have to have an access of learning tools, materials that at times you may not have an access to, and the learning hours may also be many as compared to the hours that you should be spending in having a rest. And there is the other thing of unemployment. We find that unemployment is a rapid case among the young adults and the young generation. And with the unemployment issues, it comes with various repercussions. Someone may be unemployed but has an instinct of having something, and this may lead these young people to going to engage in some practices that are unethical. You can find that someone going to intrude into someone's properties, trying to steal, which will in turn lead to loss of lives, because when you are found, you will be held responsible. And the other thing is we have social media influence. Just as I have said that social media has a greater impact on the mental health being. Yeah, depending on the contents that you are watching, whatever information you consume from social media, but that can affect you positively or negatively. And there is the most rampant one, that's peer pressure. Peer pressure among youths is the root cause of mental health challenges, because we find that this one, it comes with various things. You try to cope up with someone's lifestyle which you cannot afford. And that, I think, to avoid doing that, I can urge the viewers or the young adults that are watching us now, live within your means. Don't try comparing yourself or putting yourself into someone's shoe, yet you don't know where the resources that they're using comes from. Yeah, you might not know the repercussions or whatever they're going through to live the lifestyle that they're living. And the last but not least is relationship issues.
Yes.
Yeah, the boy-girl relationship. Most of the mental challenges or mental health illnesses comes as a result of relationship issues. We have seen that most of young people lost their lives just as a result of relationship affairs. You find that someone has dated, they have dated for around 3 months, then in the 4th month there is no communication, and they'll start asking themselves why. And when they find no answer, they take actions into their own hands. Some end up ending their lives by suicide, some taking chemicals that are poisonous to their lives, and this leads to mental health challenges. Yeah.
Now, speaking of mental health and also managing stress, now what is the difference between normal stress and also the mental health disorder? Because these are two things, and there's a state where probably a viewer might be in a state where he or she is facing normal stress and probably confusing it with mental health disorder.
Okay, there is a big difference between normal stress and mental health disorder, and that is normal stress usually improves after the stressful situation ends. But a mental health disorder lasts longer and it causes persistent emotional distress and significantly affects a person's ability to function at work, school, or home. And professional assessment is important. If symptoms persist, you should seek for medication. If you find that the mental health stress persists, seek medication to the medical authorities or officers, because I think they have a way. There are some psychologists who can help you undergo or help you get out of the mental health issues. But a normal stress, it's just one that usually improves after the stressful situation ends.
All right, dear viewer, that is what we have been talking about. We are talking about mental health and also managing stress, and we have broken down to you what you should know, so that at least you understand what might be going on with you, because sometimes you might be going through stress and you're confusing it with mental health disorder, and some of these things needs you to speak out for help, because they're a very dangerous position to be in. We are taking a very quick short break and we are coming back with more. Remember, I told you we were having our guest who was supposed to join us in studio. That is Lily Kasembeli, that is the founder Zui Afya CBO, which she's already with us in studio, and we are coming back with her in just a bit. Don't go away, so that she can also tell us what they do, and probably you might be there looking for somewhere to be assisted. This is the time for you. We are coming back with more. Just stay tuned.
Be in gi lek mar bedo jafwambo, jalendo e wang' jowi, kata jalony e weche mag mbui? Riwri kod kar tiegruok mar Cityscope mondo iyud lony e chano chenro mag wang' jowi, fwambo kod puodho weche manyien moyiedhi. Yud puonj kowuok kuom jolony magwa mondo ibed gi ng'eyo mang'eny e weche mag fwambo. Ndikri kaka achiel kuom jopuonjre mondo mi ichak wuodhi mar bedo jafwambo. Mondo ing'e mathoth, dwanwa tol kokalo e namba 0732324028 kata tudri kodwa email marwa cityscopetv@gmail.com kata www.cityscopemediacenter.co.ke. Cityscope Training College.